Hey everyone, this is Mike from Han Cycles. If you're watching this video, thanks for taking the time to view this. This is going to be a sales update for November 17th through the 30th. And just wanted to show you, it's a real quick video. I haven't sold a lot in that time period, but just wanted to show you the kind of wide variety of things that I do sell, and hopefully it helps somebody to spot things and you know, help each other out. So anyways, this is a belt buckle. This came from my uncle, who gave me a small box of things to try to sell for him, and it's a brass belt buckle from the James Lind Artworks collection, and it's just a vintage Colorado skiing belt buckle from Aspen. So that was a nice little sell. It says $32.95. It says best offer, but that's the actual full price. I'm not sure why eBay is showing that, but it must be some sort of a glitch. Next we have this Mercedes-Benz fitted cap. This took probably about 2 to 3 months to sell. Had quite a few watchers on it, and somebody finally pulled the trigger, so I was pretty happy with that. Paid $2.19, and I did get full price, $29.95, so good little return on investment there. And this I paid 99 cents for at Goodwill. $19.95, an Eric Clapton World Tour coffee mug. I only listed it for that because it wasn't very exciting. There's not much going on with this mug. It's just, you know, it shows like a world map with in lettering all the different locations, but graphically it wasn't very exciting. It probably could have got more. It took me probably about 4 months to sell, so $19.95 out of 99 cents, not too bad. Plus I've been charging shipping on just about everything, so sometimes I make a little extra on shipping, maybe 50 cents to $1, so that helps. Next is this mug. I got this for $1.50, $1.49 at Goodwill. It's just a basic coffee mug, but it's got this special like chalkboard finish, so I guess people can write their name on it or something. I'm not sure. Anyways, I got full price, $24.95 on that. Here is one of my favorite brands of men's shirts, Bugatti Uomo. Forgive the pictures. Early on I took really bad pictures, and since then I've improved a little bit. So this shirt sold for $32.95, and I think I probably paid less than $5. I always try to go to Savers or Goodwill when they have like the either 50% off or some sort of discounted day, like Labor Day, Memorial Day, those types of discounted days, because I live in Northern California, and I think I feel like the prices are kind of high at the Goodwill and the different thrift stores, so try to minimize my investment and maximize the return. So next up, if you've watched my earlier videos, you know about these Keen greeting cards. They just sell all the time. So I think there's probably not a video where I haven't sold at least one of these cards. So these are always kind of my bread and butter. Here's a brand that I bought early on. I always thought it looked kind of like a Robert Graham shirt, you know, with the nice flip cuffs, and this took quite a while to sell. This is an XLT for, I think it's for tall. It seems like it looks pretty long, but I ended up taking a best offer of $22.95 on this. I probably paid $4 for it. So this is a shirt that has been in my store for probably a year, and it's kind of funny. I accepted a best offer. What I did is I put my store on sale, 10% off, just to kind of test it and see if it would generate more sales. And then I took a whole group of clothing, because I have so much clothing that I bought early on, and I put a bunch of it on auction. And so a bunch of these are like sold on auction. So I was just trying to kind of liquidate some things that I had that were, brands that I probably shouldn't have bought, but I sort of learned my lesson, and I just wanted to make the minimum. So I sold this Versace shirt for $20, and the buyer contacted me back and said, "Oh, this shirt's too short." And even though I gave all the dimensions in the description, they still wanted to return it. So I initiated a return like a week and a half ago and haven't heard anything. So I'm hoping that they're just going to forget about it and move on. It's one thing about eBay. There's always some sort of like weird customer issue every once in a while. And then this is another early purchase from our local St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. I see these coffee makers, Javalia, everywhere I go. There's always bunches of them, and so this one, it's been listed for quite a while, and I never thought it would sell. I was almost ready to donate it back, and I finally got an offer for $25. Plus they paid shipping. So glad to get it out of here. It's big, bulky, it's tough to store. So anyways, that sold. Oh, and I paid $6 for it. So 6 into 25, not bad. And then here's a large pack of these King cards. I lotted them into lots of 9, and this sold for full price, $44.95. So that's not bad for a bunch of greeting cards. And here is this is kind of funny. I picked this up at the local Goodwill for 99 cents, and my wife looked at it and she kind of probably thought it wouldn't sell, but it's an old sort of vintage because it's 1986, and it's the Far Side comic strip. And I had thought it had two things going for it. First of all, it was the Far Side, which was pretty popular in the 80s for comic strips, and then secondly, it's hunting season, so you got two things going for you there. So anyways, it sold for $29.95. I thought that was pretty awesome flip there. Pardon my dogs. Next up, we have another King card. I'm just going to jump right over that. Raise the price on this one. This seems to be the most popular, and charge free shipping. Shipping is $2, a little over $2, because in order to get your eBay like recognition, you have to have a tracking number, and you have to do at least first class. So I do like when people buy a couple, 2, 3 at a time, which they do, and I'm able to charge $2 shipping for a bunch of cards. And then next up we have these Free People stockings that we bought a bunch of last year at our local thrift store, and as you can see, there's 18. I've sold 18 of this particular one, so that's been a really nice money maker. These things we probably ended up paying about $2.95 each on these guys, and have been selling them consistently for $34.95. Next up is a David Letterman t-shirt, just a plain ash gray, size XL. Picked it up for $1 at Hope Station and sold it for $29.95 plus shipping. Nice little flip. And then this is another early brand that I picked up. I just thought it had some really nice details. Pardon my photos. It has a nice textured fabric, and it had an Italian name even though it's not made in Italy, but it had flip cuffs and everything, and I finally sold this. It's probably been a good 10 months, so I probably won't pick up this brand again, but you never know. I mean, I got $39.95 for it, and I paid probably like $4, so I might pick it up again if it's nice. This one was just a dark color, not a whole lot going on with it except for the fine details of the fabric. And then my wife picked up like 48 different mugs, coffee mugs at our local thrift store, and they all had weird random sayings on each of them, and so far I've sold probably about 10 of them, and they ended up costing her like 38 cents each, and I'm asking $17.95. I think that's the full price I'm asking for them. Some of them that you might see on my videos might show a little bit less because I did put my store on sale. Just kind of experimenting with that. So it's a nice little flip. Here's another one for cat lovers. Kind of a comical little saying on the cup there. Here's a Coogee polo shirt that I picked up, and you know, I saw the name, I saw the brand Coogee, and I knew, like, oh, Coogee, that's one of those things that or brands you're supposed to look out for. But little did I know it was just the sweaters. So this took quite a while to sell, and finally, I was glad to get rid of it for $24.95. I think I paid like $3.95 or something like that. Another Keen card. This one's pretty popular. Here's just a basic Brooks Brothers polo shirt. It was in really great shape, except it had this sort of little, I don't know if you call it a stain, but it's just a little white mark. I think it was like a, I don't know, it's opposite of a stain. It was a white mark on a gray shirt, so I priced it low just to get rid of it. It was one of those things where you pick it up, and you get it home and you're like, oh crap, it's not, you know, it has a flaw in it. So anyways, glad to get rid of it. And then my wife picked this up at an estate sale. It's just a little good conduct metal, and I did sell it for $15.95, and it says best offer. I'm not sure why, but you know, just a little trinket there. Hopefully it went to a service person that was in World War II, maybe to sort of complete their collection. And last but not least, I think I showed this in my last video, but I picked up 6 of these air filter kits they're for various Harley Davidson kind of motorcycles, and I picked them up for $10.67, I believe it was, each. And so far I've sold 4 of them for this price, $118.95. So that really helps when you have all these sort of low yielding return on investments, but it's really nice to get those every once in a while. You get those home runs to kind of like really help you out. But that's it for that time period. As always, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or if you have any comments, put those there as well. And if this helped you, please hit the thumbs up and like and subscribe. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Alright, bye-bye.